Good morning. Um, Here where we are in Canada, it is a blizzard. But, this time of year we don't really mind it so much because, um, it's going to melt right away. And really, nobody's traveling any place. And except for essential workers, nobody should be traveling any place anyways. So, we're supposed to have this for a few days. But anyway, may you be well where you are. May you be smart. May you be thoughtful of others. I had a message from Spirit last night that a lot of people that are ignoring, to self-quarantine and who are just going out shopping because they're bored or whatever, that it's because they're so scared, like that they just can't accept that this is a truth. Like they're the conspiracy theorists. It's like, no, this is just the government trying to implant us with chips and Bob Gates and whatever. It's like, well, was that the case with the Black Plague? Was that the case, with the Spanish flu? Like sometimes this happens, and honestly, I think that, it is God or whatever, like if you believe on a higher power, which I do, just saying, you know what, this is like our Noah's Ark moment, right? Like this is our flood. This is the earth is healing itself. We are reuniting with our personal families. And in terms of these tarot readings, the isolation is maybe cleaning up situations that have just been on, that they've been together falsely. My cats are just playing here. Because people have been able to keep themselves busy and distracted and apart. So people have been keeping themselves... this just flew out. But I hadn't really started channeling it, but we'll see. Heart-to-heart conversations, too, when I opened up the deck. Okay, no, I'm going to take them. I always have a little minute with, let's just reverse them. Go ahead. No, okay. Yeah, I mean, sometimes I just have these conversations with Spirit about what to do. In the collective, is there another card for us? Okay, interesting. All right, so already this is telling me that this is maybe a slightly different reading, which is refreshing. What I was saying as those shuffled out was that self-isolation for people who are in not great relationships will reveal the truth about who you are, where you are, and where you need to go. And just now, Spirit said a lot of single people have kept single or haven't dealt with their issues. I have a feeling that this reading is going to be for you, for the singles, that you've kept yourself busy not wanting to deal with a relationship, not wanting to deal with a relationship because of things that have hurt you in the past, or you're scared, or you're distracting yourself with work, or whatever, and now this is maybe an uncomfortable time for you because you need to face yourself. And suddenly, you might be finding yourself alone in your apartment, whatever age you are. Maybe you've always been kind of single. Maybe you've just never made time for a relationship. Maybe you were in a relationship that really hurt you and you stayed single with or without kids. Right now, I feel like I might be channeling for people without kids. But we'll see. But my vibe is like single, very single. And that right now you're alone. And you're questioning your life choices. So, it's that's not a great place to be. But let's see. I mean, because now maybe you have okay, you know what? Like sometimes they channel to me movies or songs, and lately it's been movies a lot, and they just channel to me like what is that? Love Actually. You know, and there's this girl, this young woman, and she's stayed single, and she's always been looking after her mentally ill brother, and she's got a crush on this guy Carl, and she never tells him. He knows. Her boss is like, everybody knows. Does Carl know? Yes. You know, and but now everybody's isolated, so there might be some online stuff going on, which is that degree of separation that maybe some of you need. Because these oracle cards act so quick. These oracle cards are saying, express your love. Oops, sorry. Now, when I show you these cards, I'm telling you what intuition is telling me. But I also want you to listen to your own intuition, because this is a general reading. You know, there's 100 or however many people are watching this, which is great, by the way. But I want you to look at the cards and see what they mean to you, and keep notes to you, because I really want you to develop your own intuition also, because we all have it, of course. And I know that it's reverse, okay? I mean, that's just how my camera is for now. I mean, someday I'll get a better setup. This is where we're at. So express your love, okay? Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. Gesture. Okay? And then the next one is heart-to-heart conversations. So honestly, discuss your feelings for each other. And it is safe for you to love. So, right? Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. I gotta say, I'm kind of relieved to have a different story going on here. So, I chose today the Pre-Raphaelite Tarot. I'm thinking that we've got single feminines mostly, but we'll see. Or feminine energy, okay? Keeping in mind that whether we're gay, straight, trans, whatever, that we have masculine and feminine energy in different degrees, right? And that is different than the sexuality of masculine and feminine. So take that how it resonates, and look at the cards and see what they mean to you. You know, anyhow. Oh, see, and out. I need to just change this so that you can see how the cards fly. Just let me, sorry about my great big hand here, but there. Okay, because it's really cool to see when the cards, like, and they usually do, they fly out. Yeah. So this is the Knight of Pentacles. So there's somebody, or maybe it's you. Oh, it's you. I think it's you. That really wants to make an offer. You've got your pentacle here. You're riding along. Your hands are holding the pentacle, though. The horse looks like he knows something. You see that side eye the horse is giving him? I mean, I have horses. We know that horses know way more about what's going on than we do. So we have a Knight of Pentacles wanting to go in and make an offer. I'm just going to check something here really quick. Yeah. If this is a man, okay, whatever, masculine energy, is wanting to come in with this. This is a very dependable person. This isn't just about money, but this person is secure. Um, okay, and Spirit is just saying to me that this is a safe guy. This isn't a guy. If it's females that are watching, feminines that are watching, masculines, this is the energy of a person who works hard. Just like what I was saying, maybe worked too hard. Maybe has put the emphasis on work and not on relationships. And we need to keep things in balance. Maybe that's what part of this isolating, this quarantining is for us to learn about ourselves. A lot of times in the tarot card readings on YouTube, like I watch a lot of the readings, and it's all about like yearning for the emperor, and it's all about, the kings and whatever. But, a lot of, don't put down the knights, because the knights still have room to grow. And maybe they've stayed single a long time too, because they need to also face their issues. So, in this quarantine time, the knights or the knight energy in us is facing our issues, seeing where we need to grow. This person has been working hard and earning pentacles. They need a partner. They're hoping for a partner, a life partner that we'll see, that will grow with them, that they will grow with. Okay. There's lovers on the bottom of the deck. Okay. Okay. The pre-Raphaelites, keep in mind, a lot of it was celebrating women. Okay, so what's going on? So you've got the pentacle, but you're thinking about love. Okay? And you may have somebody in mind. Or you know that there's somebody there. Oh, and suddenly we've got a chariot. Chariots have been showing up in all sorts of things. I think that, we're stuck inside and we don't feel much of a chariot energy right now. But there will be an end to this. Meanwhile, we are healing. We're self-analyzing. We have no choice. We're stuck in the house. There's only so much Netflix we can watch to distract ourselves. Sooner or later, even watching movies and stuff, it brings our stuff to the surface. Like, we can empathize with the characters, Interesting. Okay. For these people that are watching today, for my friends watching today, what do they need to know? See, like they anticipate me, right? Okay, this guy came out before. Yeah. Okay, again, a hard worker. But this is, how I was just saying that what this person needs, like what you're looking for, that this person is a knight. He hasn't gotten to the King of Pentacles yet. He hasn't achieved the fullness, because maybe you're in your 20s or 30s. You've been working really hard. You have a lot of pentacles. You're doing really good. But what you're missing is a partner, is to find that love, somebody that cares about you, that you care about equally, that will take you to the top. And so this, oddly, is an Eight of Pentacles, where there's a couple. Usually this is a man alone. See how they're working together, but they're bringing different elements to what they're doing. He is still carving the pentacles. And she's like making a potion or something. But they're doing it together. And there's a church window there. And they're not like, it's not an actual embrace, but it's very affectionate. This is a couple that's working together for the good. She's helping him because she loves him. He's helping her because he loves her. Nobody has to nag the other one. You know, this is the dream for everybody, including, let me tell you, a lot of people in karmic relationships that I've been doing the readings for so far. So then this Page of Cups energy is like also, you know, I'm new at this. My cup, I have stuff in my cup. I'm new at this. I feel so awkward. That's what Spirit is saying. You know, I want to express my love with you. But it's so awkward. I'm so awkward, and you know, I've developed my life making pentacles, and maybe I'm a nerd. Maybe I was a nerd in school, or I never fit in, or whatever. But and now I'm sitting here. I'm stuck in my house. This is so beautiful. It looks like Italy, where they have been like the worst. It was Italy that really made us pay attention to this. But, you know, like, I'm kind of looking at, like, ugh, I'm single, I'm stuck here, I'm 24, I'm 34, whatever, 44, 64. I'm sitting here, and other people are getting married, and they have their life, and oh my God. You know, and I'm sitting here, and I'm all by myself. My friends are complaining about their kids and their husband, and I wish I had a kid, you know, even one kid and a husband. I don't have anything. Well, yeah, you know, because you spent all your time avoiding your issues and, you know, working hard. But now you're stuck here. This is us. This is quarantine with nothing to do but think. But don't think, okay, so like this person is thinking about all the cups that they don't have, but you're just now, see how she's sipping that cup? See, and that's how Spirit works. So I was going to put that away, and they say, no, you're not done. See how she's going to take a sip of that cup, and she's looking at the empty cups. So, you know, you've been realizing all your empty cups. I mean, you're forced to realize suddenly you're alone, right? But you're ready to take that fifth cup and take a sip of it. You're ready to say, you know what, maybe it's safe for me to love again. Maybe there is something missing. You know, I've got this guy at work or, you know, there's this guy at the coffee shop, or there's this girl, or this, you know, there's this person, like, you know, this reading is so far like super not gendered, right? But what's in this cup for you? What you're dreaming of in this cup? This is the Hierophant. This is often the card that talks about marriage, commitment, rules. The release of a dove. Messages, pigeons, you know, released. Dove is also the symbol of the Holy Spirit. So maybe you're praying. You're praying. You kind of know that, I mean, that God put this in your heart, right? But you just haven't answered the call. And now here you are. You're stuck. But out there is this twin of flame this is marriage. Vulnerability in this card. See how she's like missing her, like her top has fallen off. This is usually marriage. This is 1111. This is also a twin flame card, usually. But I see in this pre-Raphaelite deck, there's a boy playing his flute back here. And there's no, your partner's not there. So to me, this is the dream. You're dreaming. You know, you've got these, I'm not sure what they are. They're wildflowers in your skirt. Maybe you're, you know, collecting and making a potion. But this is you dreaming of this. So I'm going to expand on this because that's a twin flame energy. So this is a really beautiful layout for our singles. I'm figuring that these are people that probably have never been married. Page of Wands. A message is coming in. This guy is really creative. A little bit, he can be impulsive, right? A little bit dapper, but you need some of this page energy now because, I mean, you need it because a lot of you is still immature because you've just worked. You haven't developed your relationships abilities. Or if you were in a long-term relationship, Spirit is saying that any of you that are watching that were in a relationship, or two, they said, all of a sudden, that those relationships were convenient, right? Like one might have been from youth, from high school, that you met at a party, right? And you had a lot in common and you started going out and you just kept going out until you didn't anymore, right? Or I'm sorry, you know, because I have these other conversations going on in my head. In my head, I was saying, well, is that a karmic? Would some of them be in karmic relationships, you know, and which would apply to my previous readings? And Spirit's like, no, these are single people. Which, interestingly enough, I have a niece in a situation that she started going out with a guy in high school, and they just like continued. Even though they didn't have a lot in common anymore, and it was like, okay. But then one day, you know, like she just couldn't like take the differences anymore, and she just cut it off. And then now she's kind of been searching. So she's a little bit in this situation too, even though she's been in this long-term relationship. It was a relationship that she didn't grow in, but she grew in her education and in gathering her pentacles. But now she's looking for love. She's, you know, in her mid-20s, and she's, you know, she wants more than to just go to work and come home. And she loves her, you know, everybody loves their cat when they come home, but it doesn't replace this. Because this is what we want. I mean, I'm in my 50s. I'm going to be 54 in a few days. Well, not a few days, but April 20th. I'm going to be 54. I don't have this. I've never had this. I've had two serious relationships. Both left me scarred. So, I mean, honestly, Spirit just said, you know what? This is applying to me also. Here in the bottom. Is that you've got lots of choices. But you know what I read this as? Lots of choices, but you see, like normally each of these cups has something different in it, like in the regular deck. But it, oh shit, no. Okay, no, sorry. That's this card. Okay, this card is usually, oh, okay, sorry. See, Spirit corrects me. I looked at this and it looks like Friends. So, which is a 3 of Cups. And then in my head, I went straight to 7 of Cups, which is lots of different choices. And then Spirit said, no, look, it's 6 of Cups. The cups are all the same. There's a lot of people there. 6 of Cups, because what I had asked for is to clarify this twin flame energy. And then I got distracted. And to clarify this, I got the Page of Wands, which is this youthful, you're going to get some messages. Oh, messages. Oh, messages. Maybe Facebook messages. I haven't looked at TikTok, but you're going to maybe get, or you are starting to get, or you are thinking about giving somebody a message to express your love. Okay? Because you're starting to think, I wonder if it's safe for me to love again. Because there you are, chickie, on your high horse. Just take a good look at this, because I really wanted to see she's in a castle. There's a Cupid talking to her. There's a knight down here. Maybe it's him. And he's trying to make an offer to you, but you've kept your guard up. Now, to clarify this twin flame energy, which you, being a 20-something, I'm guessing, 30-something, whatever. But Spirit said when I pulled this card out that you have friends that are going to be trying to help you and guide you through this. All kinds of friends, all kinds of choices. That's why I misread the card the first 2 times. And I'm finally down to it. No, this is often another twin flame card, another soulmate card. This is a card of bringing in somebody from your past, from your youth perhaps, or from a past life. So then I just asked to get more on that. And it's like, yeah, that this is somebody that you can start a new life with, to start building your pentacles. A new beginning. Pentacles are, finances, like success, which is important to you. I'm picking up that you've probably spent a lot of time maybe even going to school, like getting educated or working at your trade or gaining the experience that you need or whatever. Yeah, because you're a 9 of Pentacles woman or a 9 of Cups woman, you have what you need. Like you have a home, right? You have your bills are pretty much paid, and you got a car and you got all these things, but you're missing a cup. Right? So 9 of Cups is great. On your own. But I mean, you're wondering about this. So yeah, I'm picking up that somebody from your past, maybe a past life, maybe a soulmate connection, maybe a twin flame, maybe has been in the background for you, or you've been in the background for them, but we're going to get a communication, maybe an email, Facebook message, whatever, or this maybe has already happened and you've put it on the back burner, but suddenly, you know what, you're stuck in the house alone thinking, and suddenly it's like, ooh, I wonder, you know what, I better get on this before somebody else, or Spirit just says, or you've seen like a social media post with your person that you've been thinking about. And all of a sudden now, you see other people interested. And now you're like, oh shit, I'm going to lose my chance. I better get on this, right? And then Spirit brings my attention back to this heart-to-heart conversation. Okay. I'm picking up that there is a sexual energy here. I don't usually shuffle. Again, but let's just see. Like, I'm not even really asking what's going on, but they had me shuffle and then these two come out. Now I'm just wondering what I was thinking about. Okay, yeah, all right. So to achieve this, because I was kind of thinking about, oh, what does this person need to do, right? So yeah, you need to have your own tower moment. You need to break down. You need to break down yourself. You need to break down what's been holding you back, your fears, your insecurities. If you're scared to get into another relationship, you need to, this is the card that says it's time for you to break those down and to do the work. You know, this is a time that you can look at meditations and listen to, you know, there's great, you know, like I've always really liked Wayne Dyer and Deepak Chopra, and to really learn about yourself, because I think that some of you might be scared to get into another relationship because you're wondering if it was you that brought in a person with bad energy, right? And so you're wanting to make sure that you're, you know, energetically where you want to be, so that you bring in A, the right person, for B, that you have the discernment to make sure that this person coming in isn't just your usual person that is like full of red flags. I saw a meme on Facebook one time, and it was this man and this woman was on her knees like, oh, thank you, you know, a bouquet of red flags. And, you know, and I think that might be some of you. And you're not wanting to do that again. Like, you know, I'm in that place too. I'd rather be single than be accepting any bouquets of red flags. So I've spent like the last 3-4 years like really like, you know, looking at myself, and it's like, why did I keep bringing in these like nightmare people? So there's this process that this is happening, but this is happening fast. Whatever person this is, I'm telling you, he's probably a good person, but use your discernment. If you see any red flags, right? So this is deception. So you're worried about being deceived. But when this came out with this Tower card just now, Spirit immediately told me she is scared of deceiving herself. So that has two aspects to it. Or this is the feminine energy in both person. Because feminine energy, masculine energy pushes out, feminine energy brings in. So whether you're a man or a woman listening to this, you are scared of bringing in something that is deceptive. You don't want to fool yourself, which you've talked yourself into these other relationships before. It's like, I can change her. I can change him. I can make this work. It's like, no. You know, another piece of advice I heard, like, there is some good stuff on Facebook, it was a meme, and it's like, when you realize how hard it is to change yourself, then you realize how impossible it is to change somebody else. Like, don't get a fixer-upper. You need somebody that's ready to go, who's the same as you, who can create this life with you. That you're not the only one doing pentacles while the other one's laying on the couch. Right? Like, you need to have somebody that you know that down... Oh, see? There's that devil card on the bottom. And you know, you're worried about the no thank yous. So really, this is right now, because... like, these are the cards I'm getting for what is the advice for these people. So deal with your shit. Be careful of being deceived, including don't deceive yourself. But release yourself from this devil energy of like, no, I can't, because you're going to hurt me. Don't assume that this person's going to hurt you. And don't assume that you're completely stupid. You know, that you can't learn from the lessons of the past. Okay, possible outcomes. See how that slides? Judgment. I'm just going to see if that's, you know, because these cards didn't come with a book or anything. I'm just going to take a look here. Because I made some notes about these cards. Oh, yeah, justice. Okay, yeah. So listen to people that you respect in this time. So, you know, get on your, hey, to your friend or whatever, you know, this guy, or hey, you know, this chick that, you know, I've been looking at, and what do you think? And like, you know, I've fucked up in the past and I'm scared, you know, I'm nervous, and your buddy will say, no, it's okay, or it's like, are you kidding? Like, I heard this or whatever. So possible outcomes. Okay, so your advice is like to go ahead, right? That to express your love to this person, and go ahead and make the romantic gesture. This can bring you into, you know what, and to have, you know, an online conversation takes away this degree of, oh my godness, right? Have some heart-to-heart conversations, because it is safe for you to love again. So this card is telling me that, you know what, you have done your work. You have matured. You are smarter than you used to be, right? And that this Knight of Pentacles energy is waiting for you to fall in love. And this can happen really quickly, right? And this is the dream of what you want. This is the dream, right? You know, so don't just sit around like looking at what you don't have, thinking about what you wish you had. Because, you know, and keep in mind that tarot, like, this is a general reading, right? You know, and not to make your huge life decisions based on a tarot card reading, but these cards are saying that you have a soulmate out there waiting. You know, to start a new life with, to be your 10th cup, and that you need to deal with your shit and to put your guard down, and, you know, this is your time. And I'm just gonna, there. Yeah, because, you know, you've been a hermit too long. You've been a hermit too long, and it's not serving you, because now you're finding you're all by yourself. You know, listening to people bitch about being home with their families on Facebook and thinking, I wish I was so lucky. I'm not going to take those. Yeah, so just rest for now. You know, this is the King of Swords might be waiting for you. This is a litigious man. Oh, okay, so Spirit just said, yeah, this is this guy. It's just that he has the energy of somebody who's very safe. But, I mean, even he would say to you, this could be your dad, say to you, use your head. You know, do your research. Like, just don't go find somebody on some love page online and you know, because you're lonely, go into some relationship that's not meant for you. This is not that kind of reading. This is a reading for somebody who's maybe had a crush on somebody else for a long time and has just never acted on it. That's what this is. This isn't about some weird ass, like, you got an inbox from some guy from the States and he's got a fake picture that he's an American soldier. I get about 200 of those a day, you know, and say, hey, you look beautiful. That's not that. It's not that. This is somebody that you know, somebody that you have a connection with. This Spirit just told me now that this is somebody that when you've talked to them, even if it's online, you feel a sense of peace and connectedness with. And I opened up the deck. Spirit just said open up the deck. So this is your season. This is the Wheel of Fortune card. I've been getting this in every reading. So to me, I'm really wondering about this coronavirus and the quarantining process. That it is not just for keeping everybody safe from this horrible killer flu. Like some people say, oh, it's just a cold, it's just flu. It's not. Some people are getting through it, like they get the virus just like a little bit of a cold. Other people are dying, like right in the States are bringing in freezer trucks for the bodies. But that being said, romantically, I think a lot of stuff is going to change. See, now I just got this. Remember how I said this was a messenger, and I just took a look at his face. Spirit had me look at his face. Look at how hopeful and smiling he is. He's the guy that's like, message him, or you're going to receive a message. This is your season. Okay, so have a great day. I hope that you use this opportunity of quarantining to make yourself better, and that you will reach out appropriately. Like, honestly, just stay away from those online love things. Like, you don't know who those people are. Especially if you've already, well, no. I was going to say especially if you've already been in a bad relationship, but no, not now. There's every kind of freak on there, like, and there's probably really good people on there. I know that there are really good people on there. Just no, don't do that. Okay? All right. Have a good day.